Again, moving at a busy intersection in Billings after a multi-vehicle accident at the intersection of 24th and Central Avenue that stalled commuters tonight. Fortunately, we're told there were only minor injuries and that the scene was cleared up relatively quick, given that multiple vehicles were involved. Good Thursday evening, I'm Ren Wadsworth. We move now to a safety alert tonight out of Gallatin County, where Sheriff Search and Rescue saved an injured snowmobiler after they collided with a tree. The sheriff's office says this happened near Madison and Arm Road, 4 miles north of West Yellowstone. Rescuers found the patient had a severe wrist injury and they were taken out of the area by a tracked four-wheeler before being taken to Bozeman Health Diagnosis Regional Medical Center. Sheriff Dan Springer says this is a good reminder that the below average snowfall may make for hazardous conditions from the changing snow and trail conditions, and emphasizes that if you're heading out to recreate with the mild winter we've been seeing, to carry a reliable means of communication and try to stay prepared. Alrighty. We're going to turn our attention to the forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Tracy Smith. You can see her there joining us in studio with what we should be expecting weather-wise as we head into the overnight hours. Hey there, Tracy.
Hi there, Ren. Well, so far today, we've been looking at some beautiful conditions. And as we move through the rest of your night tonight, you're going to notice increasing cloud cover. Out of Livingston and Cody, we're going to be seeing temperatures ranging anywhere between the mid-30s to the mid to upper 40s as we move into 11 tomorrow. Now, out of Billings going into Miles City, we're expected to see mostly clear, turning to partly cloudy. And in the eastern plains, a chance of fog will develop between 3 and 7 a.m. Now, we're going to be seeing temperatures mostly falling into the low 30s by 7 a.m. And of course, coming up in your full weather forecast, we do have some changes headed our way over the course of the weekend, and we'll dive in a little bit more to give you an idea of what you can expect.
Alrighty, thank you for that, Tracy. New details tonight from the Billings Police Department that they've arrested 2 teens in connection to a mass vandalism investigation they've been looking into since last weekend, as the suspects allegedly shot out dozens of cars' windows with BB pellet guns. Lieutenant Matt Lennick with BPD says there are at least 95 cases connected with the incident as of yesterday, when those suspects were identified and charged. 18-year-old Gabriel Lamb and an unidentified 17-year-old boy have been charged with felony criminal mischief and felony common scheme, meaning a series of acts resulting in loss to the victims of at least $1,500 in value, motivated by purpose to commit a crime or repeated crimes. Lamb is currently in custody at the Yellowstone County Detention Facility, and the other teen has been remanded to youth services. New at 10 tonight, Carbon County EMS agencies are seeking comment through a county-wide survey to get a better understanding of the public's knowledge about what they do. Joliet EMS, Clarks Valley Ambulance Service, and Red Lodge Fire Rescue say that local EMS services are struggling to meet the emergency medical needs of county residents right now. They hope the results of the survey will guide their focus and strategies as they work to meet the need in the future. Carbon County residents are encouraged to provide their input at carboncountymetEMS.org. That website is also up on your screen right now. And tomorrow, Laurel will see the grand opening of a brand new Albertsons in their town. But today, our Trevia Forte attended the soft launch as it welcomed in customers to learn what the store aims to bring to Laurel.
As the only grocery store in Laurel, locals from here all the way to Park City will no longer have to drive into Billings just to get a few items off their grocery list.
After almost a year of construction, the new Albertsons will be a valuable addition to the community. That's according to Kathy Holland, Communications and Public Relations Director for the Intermountain Division of Albertsons stores. Shoppers will now have the option to choose from fresh produce, baked goods, sushi, and a deli. The store also highlights local producers with their selection of beer and meat. Right now, the closest place to buy food in Laurel is at the Walmart Supercenter. But Laurel resident Augusta Williams says not everything she needs can be bought at Walmart. So once a week, she and her husband would have to make a trip downtown to Billings.
It's definitely like 20 minutes one way, and then fighting all the Billings traffic, depending on what time of day you went. It honestly was a nightmare, but a lot of people's been excited for this, and we have friends that live in Park City, friends that live on the outskirts of Laurel and Fromberg and Bridger and all these places that we know travel here once a week, and the only option they had was Walmart. So I think that it's definitely an advantage to have more than one option. And I know a lot of people love Albertsons, so they'll be excited for that for sure.
Not only is the grocery store's location convenient for shoppers, but also for the employees who are now able to work closer to home.
The Albertsons here in Laurel officially has its grand opening tomorrow at 6 a.m. You won't want to miss out. With Nonstop Local, I'm Travia Forte.
Alrighty, Travia, thank you for that. Yesteryear's antique mall downtown usually focuses on treasures found from the past. Well, now they're looking to the future as they change locations to one of the Magic City's most historic buildings. Connor McAvoy reports on this tonight.
Yesteryear's antique mall has been a staple of history here in the Magic City. And after 18 years, the mall will be moving here to the historic Hart Albin building downtown, just a couple of blocks away, which staff say is fitting for a place keeping local history alive.
They're going to tear this down.
Yesteryear's Antiques has expanded over its time of operations on North 29th Street, filling all 3 levels of its original building. The new location will have closer access to other businesses in the Hart Albin building, including restaurants, office space, and housing. And for the next month, employees will be moving all of the trinkets, framed photographs, and clothes over there. A set of cabinets from the Hart Albin building from the early 20th century were donated to be brought back to the building following the relocation of the business. Manager of Yesteryear's Austin Kramer is excited to see how the new location will help create a new chapter for the business while still remembering the history of its years of operations in Billings.
We're pretty excited to be able to build the store up again. We bought it about 4.5 years ago from the last owner, and so this store is definitely a culmination of like multiple owners, all the different vendors, and it's going to be interesting for us to get to build it in our own shape.
Dave Howland, a vendor at Yesteryear's, sells many forms of decorative glass and has been doing so at Yesteryear's for more than a decade. He's excited to see the new change to the business and hopes to see more business as a result.
We hope everybody's saving their change and are anxious to meet us at the grand opening on the March 1st. And everybody's got to come. And I do believe with all that has gone on since it's been announced that we got a lot more people, new people, that are going to be anxious to see what's going on too. So it's been fun.
Howland, as well as others at Yesteryear's, hope to have the store up and running at the new location as soon as possible, and that community members who are able help move their inventory out of the old location to make the transition easier and faster. I'm Connor McAvoy, Nonstop Local.
Alrighty, thank you so much for that, Connor. We're going for a quick break now, but on the other side, Chief Meteorologist Tracy Smith has a look at your full forecast. And still to come, 2 of the top scorers in Class C girls basketball clash tonight in Roberts. Those highlights are coming up later in sports.